Hi, welcome back to my channel. This episode is entitled, It Is There for a Reason. As I continue in the book of Leviticus, I want to reiterate what I have said in the past. What is written has, is, or will happen. The warning is being given. As I recount what is mentioned in the 18th chapter, this continues, and it is considered to be a form of wickedness. I want to bring these things to your remembrance, even if you didn't know. The cloak is being removed. There will be no excuse. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, I am the Lord your God. You shall not do what is done in the land of Egypt where you lived, and you shall not do what is done in the land of Canaan where I am bringing you. You shall not follow their statutes, practices, customs. While going through this, you may be thinking that you are well aware that these things are wrong, but you will still do them. I will clarify that if it would not be a problem, God would not be addressing this. You are to follow my judgments, precepts, ordinances, and keep my statutes and live by them. I am the Lord your God. So you shall keep my statutes and my judgments, by which if a person keeps them, he shall live. I am the Lord. It is essential that we have a foundation built on God's commands. We must lay the groundwork for his righteousness. Our lives must be centered, every aspect of our lives, and are of grave importance to the Master Creator. No one shall approach any blood relative of his to uncover nakedness, have intimate relations. I am the Lord. Even when his laws are established, children are deceived in their naivety to submit to sexual abuse and immorality. Woe to those who perpetrate these things upon the innocent, opening up portals to demonic entities, knowingly and unknowingly. Please pay attention. If you have foundational knowledge of God's laws, you will know better and hopefully do better. Because many of us do not cherish our vessels in honor and sanctity as we should. For this is the will of God, that you be sanctified, separated, and set apart from sin, that you abstain and back away from sexual immorality, that each of you know how to control his own body in holiness and honor, being available for God's purpose and separated from things profane, not to be used in lustful passion like the Gentiles who do not know God and are ignorant of his will, and that in this matter of sexual misconduct, no man shall transgress and defraud his brother, because the Lord is avenger in all these things, just as we have told you before and solemnly warn you. For God has not called us to impurity, but to holiness, to be dedicated and set apart by behavior that pleases Him, whether in public or in private. The Holy Spirit is including masturbation in this, which many of us have been guilty of. So whoever rejects and disregards this is not merely rejecting man, but the God who gives His Holy Spirit to you to dwell in you and empower you to overcome temptation. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father, that is the nakedness of your mother. She is your mother. You shall not uncover her nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's wife. It is your father's nakedness. As we continue, please note as in what is commanded above and what is next. I want you to keep in mind as the Lord reiterates as such, you shall not uncover their nakedness. Take heed. I will confirm this 3 times. Number 1, for this reason a man shall leave his father and his mother, and shall be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. Number 2, do you not know that the one who joins himself to a prostitute is one body with her? For he says, the two shall be one flesh. And number 3, but from the beginning of creation, God made them male and female. Let me reiterate that for every male spirit that was created, a female spirit was created. In the beginning, during the creation of the earth, those that have been born and those that are yet born. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. So then they are no more twain, but one flesh. Here is the commandment. What therefore God hath joined together, let no man put asunder. But so that you may understand the graveness of this heinous sin, you become joined in an unholy alliance with the ones to which you executed the offense. You become one with them, the victim and the one whom you have betrayed. It is unholy. It is demonic. Are you getting this? Let me make it clearer. If you sleep with your father's wife, you are choosing to become one in intimacy with your father. If you sleep with your sister's husband, you have become one with your sister, and so on. Is it clearer now? This is spiritual wickedness in high places. The following scriptures in Leviticus clarify that incest is forbidden. The Lord is meticulous, including full-blooded siblings, half-brothers and sisters, grandchildren, aunts and uncles, those related by marriage, including stepmother or father, stepson or daughter, mother or father-in-law, son or daughter-in-law, sister or brother-in-law, and even cousins. The Lord gives more clarity in this matter, also including non-relatives. Pay attention. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter, neither shalt thou take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinswoman. It is wickedness. Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister to vex or provoke her, to uncover her nakedness beside the other in her lifetime. These things are offensive to God. If you really think about it, these relationships add unnecessary chaos and turmoil in the lives of those affected by them. I don't understand why we don't see his love and mercy, his compassion, as he attempts to save us from physical, mental, and psychological torture. Ungodly soul ties that kill us spiritually and physically. I want to reiterate that these are written because they have and are being perpetuated. So as we close out this vital chapter, let us all ponder the need for self-discipline as we separate the holy from the profane. Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she is put apart for uncleanness, ceremonially and menstrual impurity. Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife, to defile thyself with her. Satan is bestial, perverse, sadistic. All of these things are done to mock God as they degrade, debase, and corrupt the offender. Satan is the ancient evil. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed, children, pass through the fire to Molech. Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord. The worshiping of any idols. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. Homosexuality. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion. Perversions that are repulsive to God. Take heed as I confirm the judgment for violating these laws and statutes, while confirming antediluvian immorality. For all these abominations have the men of the land done which were before you, and the land is defiled, that the land spew not, vomit you out also, when you defile it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. We are surrounded by water for a reason. And in their wailing, they shall take up a lamentation for thee, and lament over thee, saying, What city is like Tyrus, like the destroyed in the midst of the sea? And again, and they threw dust on their heads and were crying out, weeping and mourning, saying, Woe, woe for that great city, where all who had ships at sea grew rich from her great wealth. Because in 1 hour, a literal hour, she has been laid waste, made desolate. Mystery Babylon will be obliterated and cast into the sea. always coming from a place of love and in truth. And again, I humbly offer you some additional resources as the Lord is bringing them to me, as this prophet has described, given to her from God, so that you may prepare for what is to come. Click the link below. The end times are upon us. And because of my love for the Lord and my family and for you, and the great sorrow that I feel as I see those around me walking in oblivious darkness and untruths, I feel compelled to provide Celestial's teachings to you. The links are referenced but inactive on the vlogs, but are available on the blog/podcast pages of my site at BenevolentWoman.com. Please visit Celestial's site, the Master's Voice Prophecy blog. Also visit School of the Hebrews with Pastor Omar Tabo. God is calling his people. Thank you again. Thank you.